Well, it's been a little over 5 weeks since I returned from California empty-handed. I haven't been as productive as I would have liked, but I'm still able to get a few things done, starting with the armrest. I cleaned it up pretty good. I didn't replace any of the vinyl, but I'm still able to get a few things done. As you can see, there's the ashtray. I don't think I'll be putting too many ashes in there. Under the armrest, there's that silly spring back in the corner. You'd think it would be easy to install, but it took me far too long to figure out how to do it. Moving on to the radio console, I have an aftermarket vintage looking radio, full Bluetooth. I also put a USB charger in the place of the cigarette lighter, and left and right of the USB charger are some heated seat controls. They're not perfectly centered, but you won't really notice that at the angles you're sitting at. I cleaned it all up, even put a little bit of paint inside of the lettering there. So that's almost done. Moving on to my front headlights. These are full LEDs, and the original buckets were quite rusted on the inside and the out. I cleaned them up, sanded them down, repainted them, again both inside and out. The wiring I will take care of at a later date once I figure out how I'm actually going to put the wiring on the car. Now this is my dashboard. I'd done a previous video of the dash, but I'll show you a few more updates as to where it stands right now. The glove box is actually made out of a heavy-duty cardboard, stapled together, but it actually works quite well. I was careful to install tasteful mods to this. The light here, that's for the alternator, so that when it's working, that light will turn off. Then I have two buttons that are almost invisible. The one on the right is to adjust the clock, and this one down here on the left, that is to adjust the digital odometer and work with the speedometer and whatnot. There's also a new light right here in the center. That's the check engine light. The wiring back here was more for testing purposes. I will likely redo all of it. But now let's look at the heater core, or the heater box, I guess I could say. Again, it was pretty ugly. I did clean it up. Didn't paint it as well as I'd like. It's actually more Pour 15 than a quality paint, but where it's going to be, that's fine. The heater core itself, I purchased new 25 years ago. It's still watertight, and there's new foam throughout the inside. Now with the tail lights. These are the original tail lights. I did put new gaskets inside and new hardware wherever I could. They polished up pretty well. I probably polished them 3 or 4 times. I'll put the uglier ones on the top. Now these front turn signals, my others were just too far gone. These are new old stock. They weren't cheap, but sometimes you have to buy new. There's the back of the radio. As you can tell, not much there. Now let's look at the frame and the engine. It's kind of sad sitting here in the corner just waiting for the body. There's a soft top underneath it waiting to be restored as well. I've got some interior panels here. Again, it's just been shoved in the corner for the next little while until at which time it gets reunited with the body. So there you have it. I've kept myself fairly busy in the last 5 weeks, but boy am I anxious to have the body returned.